You're watching Satluj TV. I am James Cousineau in Vancouver, British Columbia. Questions continue to be unanswered in the shooting death of Mr. Hardeep Singh Nijjer in the parking lot of a Surrey, BC Gurdwara. The suspects remain at large while the investigation continues both into Mr. Nijjer's murder as well as whether or not there was involvement by the Government of India. Mr. Nijjer is one of several suspicious deaths recently around the world of Sikh activists who have been campaigning for an independent Sikh nation. An important question being raised at this time is in relation to the announcement by the BC Minister of Public Safety and Solicitor General that the City of Surrey proceed with its transition from the RCMP for local law enforcement to the newly formed Municipal Surrey Police Service. People want to be assured that the transition is not going to impact the integrity of ongoing investigations or prosecutions. This is a concern at all levels. However, given that homicides are generally, including the Nijjer case, handled by the Integrated Homicide Investigation Team, there should be little to no impact on current homicide investigations or prosecutions. The priority, of course, is the integrity of all cases, and they will continue. The lack of details being released by law enforcement is not uncommon in Canada. The priority, again, is the integrity of the evidence and a solid case being delivered to the Crown Prosecutor's Office. Unlike other jurisdictions around the world that tend to release information as investigations progress, Canada does not generally do that. It can lead to some frustration by family, friends, and the community as a whole, but it again is important to keep the legal process moving forward and protected. What most people don't realize is that families are made aware of much more details than they're allowed to discuss publicly or that the media has access to. As for the possible involvement of the Government of India in the Nijjer case, that's likely being handled by the federal level of the RCMP and the Canadian Security Intelligence Service. The information will likely be held at a very strict level of confidence until such time as there is a definitive answer one way or the other, given the impacts that it can have on international diplomacy and the ramifications of accusing a foreign government of assassinating a Canadian citizen on Canadian soil. They need to tread lightly with that information until they have evidence that they can present. Once again, we invite you to like, share, and subscribe to keep up on this story as well as other breaking news from around the world. You are watching Satluj TV. I am James Cousineau in Vancouver, British Columbia.
Hey folks, I'm Sheriff Mark Lamb, and I want to thank you for joining Satluj Network, where you can still find the truth.